property. It's pouring rain. It is snowing a little further north. This is probably going to be a relatively uneventful video and also a GoPro video because it's pouring rain outside. Luke is opening the gate right now. We won't be able to get the truck up all the way to the cabin, which is a bummer, but we found some cool stuff on the side of the road that we're gonna load into the cabin. But yeah, we gotta load our goodies, our finds. So it is a rainy day out at the cabin and we found some cool treasures on the side of the road on the way up here, so we brought them in to dry them off. One of them is this really cool trunk. I don't know if it's like a replica or an original, but it just looks really cool. It has like the wood on it still. So we dragged it in, put it on the tarp. We hauled some stuff up here that's gonna live here at the cabin now, like our speaker and just a couple other things. I think just gonna enjoy a relaxing afternoon because it's raining. Not a whole lot we can do outside. Well, we could, but I don't want to be in the mud. Neither does Luke. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy a rainy afternoon. I think it's high time we get some hooks out here. Might need to do that in a future video because right now we're just throwing all our stuff on whatever chair, object, pile of wood we can find. Did you rig the cable up yourself for this, or did it come like that?
No, I did it. Okay, that looks wonky.
If we're gonna hang out in here all day, I think I'm gonna tidy up a little bit because we've just got our shreds from projects we've been working on, so I'm gonna try to clean up the place. So we found this trunk on the side of the road and we picked it up because it looked cool. Trying to figure out if it's legit or if it's a and I've seen pictures of these, but I've never seen one with the wood still on it. So like we think this is metal because look, there's rust. But key at one point. But like, see what I mean? It's got the wood still. You know, it wasn't too heavy. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. 3-ply trunk. Will not crack or split. Multi-Noma Trunk and Bag Company. This pattern on the inside definitely looks original. It's cool. 40s, 50s?
20s to 30. Trunk and Bag Factory.
I want to dry it out and use it as like a coffee table. Put like blankets in it or something once it's dry and clean. So I've got to say, on a day like today where it's rainy and gloomy, I can't tell you how grateful I am that we finally have a roof over our heads and a floor to stand on and walls to keep the rain out. Because I mean, truly, prior to this being built, when we came up here, I mean, we just had to sit in the rain or we just wouldn't come, you know? And we didn't have a driveway to even get up here, so we wouldn't have even made, the truck wouldn't have even gotten as far as it did. So, feeling really grateful for this. It's only gonna get better because eventually we're gonna finish the interior. We'll put another window in, we'll put multiple windows in, and then we'll have like a couch and a counter. We could even make meals and spend the night. So, grateful for the little thing, especially on a day like today, even though like now that I'm not in the rain, I can actually appreciate it. Like it's really nice out, it's very peaceful. You know, you can't even, on a day like today, you can't hear the highway, which sometimes we can. Over the hill, we can hear semi-trucks every once in a while, but on a day like today, you can't even hear it. And like no one's flying right now, so we can't even hear planes. Very nice. So yeah, we're gonna let that trunk air out. I don't know how long it was in the rain for when we found it, but hopefully it doesn't get moldy or anything. We also found some really cool like teacups, cups. They weren't Pyrex, but they were Fire King, which I guess is Anchor Hawking, but it's like one of their older brands. I should start keeping a list of like all the things we found on the side of the road for this cabin. That trash can, wherever that one, our trash can, we found random like pipes. We've just found random stuff. So the best I can guess is like someone's grandpa or grandma died and they're cleaning out the house, or someone's buying a house that was owned by like one of the farmers around here and they're just getting rid of stuff, which I don't know why someone would get rid of this. This is so cool. Maybe that's why they put it on the side of the road. They were hoping someone would get it. Oh, and we found these really cool blue glass storage jars. They're really, really pretty. I think I'll take them home and put them in my house. And maybe eventually they'll come out here. We forgot all our chairs at home. We have this chair here. And so that's why I'm sitting on a ladder. A while ago, I put up a question on our YouTube channel saying, ask us your questions. We got a handful of responses, so we're gonna answer them. I'll go first. And should we start at the top or the bottom?
Whichever ones are most appropriate.
They all seem pretty appropriate, thank God. RJ Wesley 1 asks, hi there, love watching your journey. What's your plans for the cabin? Cottage, long-term living? Question mark. And what's with all the tires? And do you plan on keeping them? And there's a bonus question. P.S. Does Luke like doing the build? He seems like the impatient type. Haha.
Isn't that obvious?
Okay, we'll answer the first one. What's your plans for the cabin?
For now, just a little getaway. A place to get out in nature and some peace and quiet.
Person asked, long-term living.
It's possible, but not
A
probable.
lot of things would have to happen. And none of them really good things. Like, we lost our jobs at our current house.
Right now, it's just kind of a fun hobby.
We've said this before, so it's not like this is a big secret, but we still work full time and we have adult responsibilities that kind of prevent us from just coming out here full time.
We'd love to.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
It'd be fun.
Just realistically is impossible.
Yeah. I mean, so our jobs, you do not work a job that you can work remote. I kind of work a job I could maybe do remote, but not really. So if we were to move out here, we'd be looking at an hour and a half one-way commute in the winter to our, longer for you actually, to our jobs, and that's really not feasible, at least not right now. Yeah. So,
I mean, if you guys can get us to 1 million subs really quick, maybe.
so for right now, it is a fun weekend getaway. It's a fun project. We like filming the project and showing you guys what we're doing. I like to think that it's kind of a, I don't know, maybe this is boring. I like to think though, this is kind of like a really realistic look at what this is, because the average person can't quit everything, sell everything, and go all in.
Definitely.
On an off-grid property. So like, I like to think we're an example of like normal people.
Well, I mean, yes, we would totally do that if it was possible.
Yeah.
It's just not possible.
No. Not right now. Okay, what's with all the tires? And do you plan on keeping them? Hell no.
We might keep some. We got a few small projects we may use them for.
Yeah.
Like a big burn, keep the riffraff out.
So the tires were here when we bought the property. In retrospect, we probably shouldn't have bought the property. With all these tires, we counted them when we first got here, and it's almost 700. It's probably about 700. And the best we can gather is the previous owner was trying to use them to build like an earth home out of them, I think.
They had 4 walls of tires.
Yeah, so when where the pond is was what we think they were trying to build. They had 4 walls, there was obvious like there was even like a window, there was no roof, but there was obvious like doors, there's 3 entrances. Allegedly, we were told by someone who has a cabin further, a couple miles down the road, that the county found out and stopped them, which is wild because that's the first time I've heard of the county doing anything. Where we are. So yeah, we'll probably keep some and then try to get rid of most.
We found a place about an hour away that'll take them for like $1 a tire.
Over in Spokane.
Yeah. Which isn't terrible.
No, so it's just a matter of like getting a trailer down here, loading up the tires, and then forking over $600.
I mean, $600 to be rid of those is not terrible.
Yeah. And then P.S. Does Luke like doing the build?
Parts of it, yes.
I hope you like doing the build.
Fun at times, mostly frustrating. Yes.
I don't consider you to be impatient.
I'm very impatient.
You are?
Yes.
Well, you're patient with me.
I know I have to be. Yeah, I just want it all done like right now. And that doesn't work that way. So it's hard to just kind of break it into a task. Like, all right, today I'm going to build that wall. And then you just build 1 wall and you have a task completed. And the next thing you know, you've got 4 crooked walls and a crooked window that you call home. Do you still have the teardown house in Kellogg or sell it already? We were asking to buy it a few years ago. We do still have the teardown house in Kellogg. We are currently trying to get it torn down. don't think we're gonna sell it. It's a really cool lot. And we like Wallace. It's a fun little town. So, I don't know. Once we get the house tore down, we'll try to get something built down there maybe.
It's a big lot.
It's a big lot. It's in town, but yeah, kind of out of town.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch one of our old videos. You and your business partner
Yes.
have had that
We've had it for
a long time.
4 or 5 years.
Longer than that.
6 years.
Baby, you forget we've been together for like 5 years.
Yeah. So
Add 5 years to the timeline.
So maybe 10 years we've had it.
And it's just
Yeah, we're going through the process of getting the permits to tear it down and all that fun stuff, which is quite the process, especially in a historical town. To do anything, you got to go before every committee and board and historical district chair. We'll get there.
we should document that once things start to happen, but nothing's really happening for a little bit.
No, nothing is happening.
But once things start moving, it'd be pretty interesting, fascinating.
So?
Oh, and that question was from Modern Mountain Living. So hi guys. They're up north. They're local.
Cool.
Dennis Wayne Daniels. Who is going to crawl under that cabin to insulate it and screw plywood up to keep the critters out? Not me.
We will cross that bridge when we get there. I mean, really, we may not even need to insulate it. All heat, use heat up mostly. So we may just skirt it and call it a day. If in a few years we decide it needs to be insulated, we'll just do it. We knew that would be an option someday, but...
Angela Hicks, 6276.
Hey guys, do you think you have an idea of when you'll actually finish your cabin? I like the finish in quotation marks. Like others asked, are you planning to live there full time at some point, or is this just purely a sanctuary? Are you going to keep your horses there? Yeah, we kind of already touched on that.
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of just a sanctuary. But the last bit of that question, well, the first, do you have an idea of when you'll actually finish your cabin?
Never. I mean, it'll never
At the rate we're going, 10 years. That's okay.
Like, we'll be happy this summer if we get windows, siding, and a roof.
Yeah.
And metal on the roof.
Finish the outside, basically.
Yeah. Hey, because once the outside's finished, then we can plug away on the inside whatever we want. Really.
I mean, shoot, our current home is over 100 years old and it's not finished. And yeah, not planning to live here full time. But if we ever do, we'll take you along for the ride.
It's an option.
Are you going to keep your horses there? I only have one horse right now. And no, I don't think we'll ever keep our horse Cassidy. I don't think I'll ever keep him here. Especially not after seeing 4 mountain lions stroll through the front yard. This place is not set up. It's not conducive to animals the way it is right now. Not without somebody living here. No. Just, yeah, I just don't really see us ever. We did do a lot of work because right now it's not fenced for starters, and with the sheer amount of deer and elk that have come through here, I think we would constantly be repairing fences. They would just be crashing through them. And without someone being here 24/7, I would be very nervous to leave an animal down here because of the predators, and also camping in case they got out. And there's no water source right now, so that would be an issue. And
we've got a pond.
That's true, we do have a pond, but they'd be in dirt. Oops. It's okay. It's not like I don't do that. We gotta figure out how we want to answer this. What are your primary jobs?
OnlyFans.
A beekeeper and a Chinese acrobat. Fine, you're the beekeeper.
I want to be the beekeeper.
You can be the beekeeper. Privacy, you guys. I work in marketing.
I am a garbage man.
So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's why.
Jerry's this and that. That's a cool name. I like that. Best part of living in Idaho? Question mark? Do either one of you garden? What is your favorite adult drink? Ooh, boy, lots of good questions. Start with the first one. Best part of living in Idaho? It's Idaho. Come on.
It's true.
It's not California. It's not Colorado. It's not Washington. It's Idaho. And all that Idaho offers. Freedom.
Should like put a son of an eagle like the flag.
I don't know. It's the Pacific Northwest without
Pacific
Pacific
Northwest.
Northwest, yes. Trees, mountains, lakes, rivers.
But yeah, I feel like it's kind of got it all. I mean, especially North Idaho, we can go hiking, go camping, we have lakes, we have a beach. People are really nice. I enjoy it. You can kind of do whatever you want. Really like that.
Freedom and sanity.
It's
Are
kind of
pretty cool.
I mean, but we both grew up in places that were like that, like Fairbanks, Alaska. You can kind of do whatever you want. Middle of nowhere, Washington. As a kid, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Used to,
yeah, not anymore. And it's getting more crowded. Definitely noticed that. That's kind of a downside, but like everywhere is getting like that now. So you really can't escape it. People are leaving the big cities and the west and heading inland a little bit. But I would say the cost of living, it's really expensive now.
Yeah.
Which is just bizarre.
That's right.
But yeah, I like it here. I've lived in almost every state in the West, with the exception of California. And growing up in Alaska, Idaho is the only place I've ever liked it enough that I call it home now. Better for worse, it's got its quirks.
It's got its quirks, but...
What state doesn't?
Yeah, they're all weird.
Yep.
We just embrace our weird.
It's true.
Do either one of you garden? Not really.
Not really. I want to learn.
Yeah.
We grew up gardening. My mom always had huge gardens.
We just don't have, we're not on the spot for it. Right?
Yeah, I really would like to do it more. I'm also really tired of grocery store prices, so I'd like to grow some stuff. It's definitely on the to-dos, like the wish list. And yeah, it's something I want to learn more. I don't even know where to start. Once the cabin is done, that might be a fun project. I don't know how we would grow things out here though. The ground is either soaking wet or dry as a bone.
We can figure it out.
So I think that would be a fun kind of challenge. So right now, I don't really garden. Probably should.
Favorite adult beverage? How to narrow it down to just one?
If I had to pick my favorite, just because of all the good memories behind it, it would be an Aperol Spritz.
Fancy pants.
I drank nothing but that when we were in Croatia a few years ago.
I think I would have to go with a Schlitz Malt Liquor.
Really?
It's different for each occasion.
That's true.
Like the summertime, you want a cold beer. At night, in the winter, a nice scotch on the rock. Right now we're making mead. I really like my mead.
You're on a mead kick.
You think it's stupid, but I think it's amazing. If I had to pick just one, probably just a cold beer, I guess.
Yeah.
Cold beer or scotch on the rocks.
This off-grid life. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Favorite thing about your property? It's ours.
It's ours.
Oh, I got a lot of things. Well, I like it more now that we have a warm and dry cabin to sit in when the weather's crud.
Definitely helps.
I think my favorite thing about it is actually that it's quite secluded.
There's nobody down here.
But it's still easy to get to, which is actually kind of turning into a rarity in North Idaho. Yeah, so it's about an hour and a half to get here, but most of that is on a highway. And then the last bit of it is on a county road. But it's a weird county road that looks like a private road because there's nothing on it. So a lot of people think it's a private road. So that deters a lot of people right there. And it dead ends just half a mile past us with a gate, and then it gets to timber. People that do make it all the way down here often turn around and they don't later. I think that is my favorite thing about it, is I feel like we're actually able to get away from the hustle and bustle and the chaos.
Conveniently though.
Convenient, but we're able to.
We looked at some properties that were
oh my gosh,
absolutely nightmares to get to.
Like those of you who remember, who've been with us from the beginning, you'll remember. Oh my gosh. We drove to things that I literally don't know. I don't think you can get to them 9 months out of the year. Because we looked at them in the summer. We tried to get to properties. We didn't even make it to properties. We really lucked out. And the property's got some parts that are challenging, like the mountain of mud. But you can mitigate it. It just takes time.
I just like being back in nature again. I don't know. we both grew up kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then for the last 20 years, it's been more of like city life, which is, I think it sucks a little bit of your soul out of you. It's just like a relief when you get here. And I don't know, specifically about this property, it's kind of cool because we're kind of in like a boxed-in canyon almost. So we're kind of surrounded by mountains or hills. And we're kind of in the middle of it. I don't know, it's just peaceful back here.
It is peaceful.
It's just surrounded by nature and nobody bothers us.
Next one.
A Wayne Davenport 3919. Which animals would you guys consider in the future?
Here or in general?
I'm assuming here. I mean, if we ever get down here more often, maybe some goats. They're pretty self-sufficient.
Yeah, and we'd have to get a dog.
Or a donkey.
Or a donkey, actually.
Or a tack donkey.
They make great guard. Actually, that's a good idea. If we were living here, I would be goats, maybe chickens, but I would kind of do it under the assumption that we're probably going to lose them all every year to all the predators. I don't even really like chickens.
If we were going to raise things to eat, probably like sheep. Sheep are easy.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
But they're adorable.
They also taste really good.
Cows are a lot of work and they need a lot of space and they eat a lot. And quite frankly, I think unless you have pasture, they're just not worth it. It's so expensive to feed them. But yeah, but if we had like our dream property with pastures, cows, 100%.
Yeah.
And horses, more horses. And donkeys, and goats, and
That's
chickens,
what you see
and
where this
sheep.
is going.
And one pet Vietnamese potbelly pig, that's a pet. And beefalo. And alpacas. Isn't it so nice though to be inside when it's raining here?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing we can back the truck down and leave without getting it stuck on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Yeah, I think that road all the way out.
That is all of our questions, I think.
That's all of our questions. Well,
We answered those very well, but
you kind of rambled.
Quick plug to one of our favorite tools to use on our remote property. We've been using CamPark game cameras for a few years now, and these things are amazing. Not only do these cameras capture the wild beauty of our homestead in high-quality video, but thanks to solar, these little cameras can last for months. They're made of high-quality materials and can stand the harsh winters and hot summers in North Idaho.
So yeah, most of the footage you just saw came from this CamPark camera. Solar panel, amazing. It's been out here for what, 2 or 3 months? Haven't touched it. 100% battery right now in the middle of winter. Great footage so far. Love these things compared to Cabela's. These things are next level. Like, we have 2 of them. The other one was knocked over into the bushes. Still had 80% battery life for 2 months out here by themselves. So these things are phenomenal.
If you're interested in one of these cameras for yourself, use code 2024 for a special discount on the CamPark website. Okay, back to the video.
Okay, well, we're not gonna put in a window today, but we can at least measure. Do you say measure or measure?
Measure?
Measure? My grandma says measure. What's measure?
Yeah.
Is it?
Measure.
So we can at least measure and get some numbers going, I guess. Yeah.
Nothing exciting today. Well, we did sweep out all the stink bugs. That was nice.
Yeah, it's
It smells better in here.
It really does smell a lot better. I need to get one of these. There's actually corners. Let's get some measurements going so the next time we come out we can put our second window in. It would really brighten the space up to get that second window.
Sure would.
When you're not in the rain, it's very peaceful. Yeah.
I was thinking about doing a long one
Yeah.
instead of tall.
Like, can we make it be the same height? It'd be really cool.
It'd be 60 tall.
Yeah. Do they sell 60 by 60? Or do you need the edge?
64.
62.
We gotta put it.
2 by 4.
Still don't know how to deal with this corner.
That thing can get wet outside. The diesel heater? Yeah, this is our very redneck solution right now to heating the cabin. And that is running to a diesel heater outside. And we just prop the door. Eventually we will hopefully get a wood stove.
Someday.
You know how to install a wood stove?
Figure it
How
out.
hard could it be?
I didn't know how to build a cabin. Still don't.
So that's on the to-do list. One day. Oh, should we get out of here before the road out of here gets so bad we get stuck?
Yeah, so yeah, I never thought about that.
Again, I'm starting to get. It's not the road here, it's the road by the fields I'm getting nervous about. I think that is it. Yeah, hopefully you learned something new about us. Or not. I think we're gonna skedaddle. It looks like the weather's getting worse, actually. We probably should leave. But yeah, so by the time you see this video, we are gonna be in wet and rainy Scotland with my folks. So we will post some updates.
We've got any subscribers in Scotland. Hit us up.
That'll be fun.
Come have a pint.
I think that was British.
I don't give a fuck. It's my Conor McGregor. It's the only closest I can get.
So yeah, we will be in Scotland, northern Scotland, for a week with my folks next week. So hello from Scotland. If you are a fan of ours in Scotland, let us know, because that would be so crazy. You never know. I feel like we've gotten a few comments from the UK over the years. So anyways, yeah, I think that's it. So we'll see you later.